Come on. Beautiful. This is giving fall, giving Halloween, baby. Spooky season. I'm at chapter 6. And if they're together here, what is this? Huh? My darling, I love you, 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 I love you. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another book video. More specifically, it's gonna be kind of like a challenge, I guess. I'm gonna bring you guys along as I try to make a dent in my TBR because I have so many books that I want to read, and it's the month of October, so I want to read some more fall. One of the reasons why I also want to make a dent in my TBR is because one of the only things that I ask for are books. So my best friend and my mom are giving me a book a day. My best friend's giving me a book a day until my birthday, and then my mom is doing from the 12th to the 23rd because I turned 23. When you're gonna be seeing this video, it'll probably be past my birthday, but my goal for the month of October is to make a dent in my TBR so that I can get to reading other books that I want to read and also the books that I will be receiving. So I thought I could do a vlog where I just kind of bring you guys along the books that I'm reading. I love romance, graphic novels. I do dabble a little bit in fantasy, and then also I do audiobooks and also physical books. I love Audible. I'm subscribed to Audible. This is not sponsored, but please sponsor me. I love Audible. I like to listen to an audiobook in the bus, car, on my way to the gym, sometimes while I work. And I usually do like ×2 speed because I'm so used to listening to them that I actually listen to it quicker and I kind of read or listen to the book quicker, if that makes sense. And that's how I'm able to read so many books. But yeah, enough rambling. We got a lot of books to get into. I'm first going to share my TBR, and then we are going to make a dent in the books. Before I get into my TBR at the moment, I wanted to share the last book that I read and the book that I'm currently reading. So the last book that I read is Cleat Cute by Meryl Wilsner. There's also another book from her that I want to read, and hopefully I can read it soon. It's Mistakes Were Made, which is between this girl who meets another one at a bar and ends up being one of her friend's moms. So that seems very juicy. This book literally just came out at the end of September, I believe. So cute. It's a soccer romance. I guess you could say it's like friends to lovers. They end up being in the same team, and it's spicy, it's cute, and I very much loved it. And I gave it a 9 out of 10. Loved it. It was so spicy, so good. And this cover is what really drew me. I love purple. So just finished this. Now I'm starting The Wall of Winnipeg and Me by Mariana Zapata. This one's a pretty hefty romance novel. This is like almost 500 pages. So that's usually a bigger book. Usually I read between like 200-300. Usually I think my big books are like fantasy books, like ACOTAR. Those books are like 400-500 pages. But I just started. I'm going to be listening more to the audiobooks so that I can get work done at the same time. But I might like dabble between audio and physical. But yeah, this book also has a new edition and exclusive bonus content in it. So that's pretty cool. This is between Vanessa and Aiden. Vanessa is a personal assistant. She's a personal assistant for football team. She ends up quitting because she's like, this was only supposed to be temporary. And then Aiden, a football player, comes back and is like, please come back. I need you. So we love a little football romance. I'm excited to read it. I literally just started, like I'm on page like 2, I think. So we just started. We are making a dent, but yeah, so I'm excited to dabble in this. I'll probably be reading this today and maybe have time for another book, but that's what we're currently reading, and we're trying to make a dent in the TBR. So that's what I'm working on. But I wanted to share my TBR with you guys before we kind of, get into the nitty gritty and try to read as much books as we can. I also wanted to give you guys my reading count so far. The goal for the year was 365 because there's 365 days in the year. I think I'm going to be able to hit it very soon. I'm very proud of myself. What made me even be able to reach this goal is audiobooks. Like, I'm able to kind of fly through them. I've done it so much that I'm even able to up the speed. And I also just read all the time. Like, all my free time goes to reading, really. And that's how I've been able to kind of hit this goal. Also, summer months, I did a lot of reading. Also, I read a lot of the books that I used to read as a kid, and they're like little small little graphic novels and books, so that really upped my book count for sure. But so my TBR so far for the rest of 2023, I will be sharing with you guys, and hopefully we're going to be able to tackle it this month. Like, my goal is to like kind of finish it because there's actually a second one that's kind of building of other books that I want to read and that I asked for. So we really want to make a dent for sure. So I'm going to share the graphic novels that I have physically that are on my TBR, and then we'll get into the other books and romances. First book is actually a book that I thrifted, and it's Rowley's Jefferson's Awesome Friendly Adventure. This is basically the Diary of the Wimpy Kid's best friend, Rowley. And this is all about his adventures, I guess. It's super cute. My best friend was collecting them because we used to read them as a kid. And then I saw it at the thrift store, and I was like, I saw it at the thrift store, so I was like, I'll read it. And I feel like this will really up my book count because it's really quick, super easy, because it's obviously meant for a younger audience. So super cute, and I'm excited to read that. Now, next books are actually a 3-book series. It's the Hooky or Hockey series. This is a graphic novel series. This series gives me very much like fall Halloween vibes. I believe they are witches. So they're witch siblings, Danny and Dorian, and it's just an adventure of them going to magic school. So this gives very much fall. I bought these 3 books at Walmart for like 30% off. They look so cute and entertaining. So I'm excited to read this for the fall season. And also, it just looks so colorful. I'm excited to read it. Like, this is giving fall, giving Halloween, baby. Spooky season. I'm loving it. So I'm excited to read that. So there's book 1, 2. So see, 30% off. We love a sale. And 3. One thing that's really cool when you put them together. Oh, I should probably put it this way. You kind of see, is her name Danny? You see one of the sisters kind of grow up. See her as a little girl, teen, and then I'm guessing adult. So super cute, and this is just gorgeous on my bookshelf, and I cannot wait to read it. So that is another graphic novel series that I cannot wait to read, and that I will probably be reading in my little reading nook that I've also been kind of revamping, like just changing the lamp and making it more comfy to read. The next graphic novel that we have is The Infinity Particle by Wendy Yu. She's the co-writer of the graphic novel Mooncakes, which I really enjoyed, and I love her graphics. So I got this one. Do I know what it's about? No, but I'm excited. It's very beautiful, and I cannot wait to read it. And then the last one is Stars in Their Eyes, which is a graphic novel by Jessica Walton and Aska. By the cover, it's a cute little young adult lesbian love story, and I love graphic novels. I love, and I'm excited to read these graphic novels. So cannot wait to make a dent in that sense. And I feel like I haven't read a graphic novel in a while, so I can't wait to be cozy in my little, in my little nook and reading some cute, cozy fall vibe books. So that's all the graphic novels I believe that are on my TBR. Another series that I want to read is the Inheritance Games. I feel like I've been seeing it everywhere. This series is very much mystery and honestly kind of giving fall / like spooky vibes in a sense. I don't know. But it's basically just in order for a group of people to get an inheritance, they have to do some type of games and stuff and like mystery, and I'm excited. I really loved obviously how the books look. Also the brothers Hawthorne came out recently, so I'm excited to dabble. The red stickers means that I haven't read them yet. I haven't put one on this one, but I hope to read this series, and I hope that I enjoy it because it looks very interesting, and we love a good mystery and uncovering stuff. So I feel like I'm gonna like it, or at least I hope so. I actually got this set on Book Outlet for really cheap, which I loved, and then I got this one from Indigo, which is an Indigo exclusive, and it's purple, which is just beautiful. I feel like I just read more romance than anything, but I do want to get into like the mystery vibes, and that kind of gives me Halloween fall vibes in my vision, at least. And then we have the book First Comes Light by Eillish. I loved one book by her, so I really want to read that one. I think it's like a dating app romance vibes. And then I want to finish the Bridgerton series. I have a lot of Bridgerton books. Yeah, so I really want to finish the Bridgerton series. So far, I've read The Duke and I, and I've also watched the season 1. I've read The Viscount Who Loved Me, which is season 2. I read Queen Charlotte, which is up there. I don't know if you can see that. Queen Charlotte is right here. Loved that season. And then I also read Benedict's Story. Loved it. I'm kind of holding off reading Penelope and Colin's story because I think I want to see the season first and then read the book for more details. So I'm holding off on that one. And I think that's what made me stop reading for a little while. But I do want to read the rest of the siblings and then wait for their seasons to come out. So the books that I have left to read with Penelope and Colin's story to the side, I have Eloise, Francesca, Hyacinth, Gregory's, and the Bridgertons book to read. So that's a good 5 books in the Bridgerton series that I have left to read that I'm very excited to. So basically I have these books left to read, and I'm excited to read them. I love them. They're so juicy, so good. So I cannot wait to finish that series because I started, and I would love to finish a bunch of series that I started. And then another series that I want to start and I guess continue is, where is it? It is this series. This is actually the second book, but I want to start reading the Premise of Power series. There is You Had Me at Hola, A Lot Like Adios, which is this one, and then there's a third one coming in 2024, I think. I actually asked my best friend to get it for me, the series, for my birthday. One of the first gifts on October 1st that I opened was this one, so this is the second book, so I'm guessing the first one is somewhere in there. I cannot wait to read the series. I don't know what it's about. I believe it's like an Italian love story vibes. Like she wants to go with him, but like it's like a pull type of love story. I don't know, but the covers were just so beautiful that I really, really wanted to read it. So this is the cover. I know it's really small, but we have You Had Me at Hola, and then A Lot Like Adios, and then a third one is coming out. So I really want to try to read this series and just like, come on, beautiful. So that is another book series that I hope to start. There's a bunch of books that I don't have physically that I really want to read that I have digitally. So we have The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. That's a whole series that I hope to start. Do I know what it's about? No, but I just keep seeing it. I believe it's like a billionaire trope. So I think it's like billionaire brothers in each of their love stories, if I'm not mistaken. So I do want to start that series, and the first book in that series is The Fine Print. Next book is Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas. It's my birthday month, and the title is Birthday Girl, so I want to read it. It is very much 18 plus. I read Credence by Penelope Douglas and enjoyed it. I don't know what that says about my brain, but I enjoyed it. It's very much 18 plus and kind of on the wild side. So I enjoyed it, and now I think I'm going to read Birthday Girl because one, birthday month, and why not? So that is also a book that I have digitally on Audible that I will be listening to. It was actually on sale for like $5. So I was like, girl, I will be reading it or listening to it. And then two other books that are more on the 18 plus, very raunchy, very wild, is we have Hooked and Haunting Adelaide. Those two books have been on TikTok, and it's like on the wild side of like book talk, like dark romance, raunchy side. So I do want to see and read it and try it out. Those are like very much 18 plus and have a lot of trigger warnings. So please read the trigger warnings and age ratings before reading those types of books. But those two, I forget the authors, but we have Hooked and Haunting Adelaide that I really want to read. Then there's a series that I want to continue. It's actually pretty long. I think there's like 10 plus books in this series, but it's the Curvy Girl Can't Date Blah series. So it's like Curvy Girl Can't Date Surfer, Footballer, other things. I read the first one, which was Curvy Girl Can't Date a Quarterback. Loved it. Obviously, I am a curvy girl, so I love reading curvy girl love stories. I found a bunch of the audiobooks on YouTube, actually, so I will be reading the second one, which is Curvy Girls Can't Date Billionaires. And we're also manifesting. I would love to date a billionaire. What do you mean? So that is also another book. But that series, there's like maybe like 15 books in that series. So I hope to continue it. I don't think I'm going to finish it this month, but at least make a dent into it. So yeah, then the two other books left on my TBR, we have Love at First Set, which is like a lesbian gym love story. The cover's really cute. I'm sure I'm going to put all the covers that I've been talking about, but the cover was really cute. I don't really know what it's about. I like working out in the gym, and this is a love story that I think is based at the gym. So I was, I want to read it and I want to manifest it. So it's on my TBR. And then the last one that I want to read is To Have and To Heist, which is by Sarah Desai. I've read a majority of her books. We have The Singles Table, The Marriage Game. There's another one that I read. I loved them so much, and I just wanted to continue reading most of her books. I had a majority of those books on Indigo because Indigo was having a sale for all Canadian authors. I think it was like 30% off. So I decided to get a bunch of those books because she is Canadian, and we love to support Canadian authors. So the next book that I want to read is To Have and To Heist, which I got a feeling by the cover, which I'll show the picture. It's giving very much like mystery, burglar, love, heist type of vibes by the cover. And it looked really cute. So that is on my TBR. So far, my TBR is 25 books. And I feel like I can read that in the month of October. Because there are months where I've read more than 25 books. So I kind of want to really try to finish that TBR so that I can basically start another one with all the books that I asked for and that I'm going to be reading and getting. So hopefully we can do it. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. So I have 25 books on my TBR. 18 are in my library. And the other 7 books I have digitally. So hopefully I can physically read, listen, and enjoy these books. And hopefully you will come along with me. This video might be a 2-parter now that I think about it. One kind of sharing my TBR and then the other probably reading the books because, girl, I got a lot of books to read. But yeah, so that is my TBR for the rest. Well, actually, not even the rest of the year. That is kind of my TBR for the month of October, to be honest. Yeah. So hopefully you enjoyed. But yeah, I'm going to read a few books in this vlog and then we'll probably do a second one where I continue trying to make a dent because honestly, we got a lot of books to read now that it's really hitting me. So hopefully you enjoyed and hopefully this kind of motivates you to add some books to your TBR, take, or make a dent in it because it's the end of the year. So I kind of want to, get into it. But anyways, I'm going to go back to reading my book, The Wall of Winnipeg and Me by Ariana Zapata. it's a big one, so I feel like I'm going to be reading this basically all day, or at least for a few hours. I got a lot of work to do, so I will be listening to the audiobook as I work. But yeah, we love to see it, and let's get reading. So I'm reading The Wall of Winnipeg and Me. I'm at chapter 6, and honestly, Aiden, he sounds so fine. So fine. Now I know more. I'm understanding more of the premise. So I don't know if I explained it well, but it's, so basically, Vanessa is was Aiden's personal assistant. She quit because like he literally didn't care two shits about her. So she quits. And then he comes at her door, he comes at her door and is like, please be my assistant again. She's like, no, ma'am. And he's like, but my visa and blah, blah, blah. And she's like, I don't care. I'm not your assistant anymore. And then she's like, well, just go and renew it. And he's like, no, I don't want to renew it. I want to stay here. And then she's like, okay, well then, go to a lawyer and figure out how to get a permanent residency or marry someone. And then he's like, okay, then let's get married. And she's like, no, that's not what I meant. That's literally not what I meant. I am not your person. So I'm loving the banter already, and we're only like, we're like not even 1/8 out of this book, and I'm already loving Vanessa and Aiden. I got a feeling I'm gonna really like this book. But I'm also like, damn, she got a lot to say because this is a thick one. But I'm all for it. So I'm going to continue reading. I've been listening to the audiobook, but then also kind of looking in the book as well. So it's kind of like a back and forth type of situation. But I'm enjoying the book so far as I work. So just thought I would update you. But I'm enjoying it. I'll probably give you an update when I'm like halfway through, or we'll see where we're at. But I'm loving it so far. And like, I like them so far. I love the band. This man offered to pay her student loans and to buy her a house. Where is that man for me? Where is that man for me? Oh. Girl. Oh, I'm into this book, babes. I'm into this book. No, this man is fine as hell. Wow. Guys. Oh. Guys. I'm obsessed. I'm at chapter 24 and there's 30 chapters. So I have 6 chapters left. This book is so good. Aiden is so fun and he's so sweet and there's so many cute moments. And then also there's actually, I didn't even know, but there's a fake marriage trope in here, which we love. There's like a little sad scene in Vanessa's past that is obviously just heart-wrenching, but this book is so good. I love the romance, I love the banter, and it sets so nice. And I love that they mention Canada because he is Canadian and we love, baby. No, this might actually be a 5-star read for me. I do my ratings by 10, but most people do 5 stars. Like, that's how they do it. But for me, this might be a 10 out of 10 / like 5-star read. I'm not done, but so far I've been really like flying through this book, and this might be added to my top bookshelf, which is actually insane. So I'm eating this up. And I have 6 more chapters, but I thought I would kind of give you a little update. I've been working hard and reading. Hey guys, it's a little bit later. I finished The Wall of Winnipeg and Me by Ariana Zapata. I actually checked and she has another book coming out in 2024 and I added it to my lips. I added it to a list of books that are coming out. And I think I will be reading it because this book was so good. 10 out of 10. I loved their romance. It was to me, their romance was very well built and slowly progressed, but in a good way. I ate it all up, loved it, 10 out of 10, and I will be reading the book that comes out next year. I also really just love the cover, and I love the cover of the second one. I'll put a picture of how it looks. I enjoyed this book a lot, 10 out of 10, and I'm adding this to my top books. I think at the end of this year or the beginning of next year, I'll share with you guys like my top books so far. But this is gonna be on it, at least for now, because this was so good. Oh, so cute. Now I will be reading my next read, which is The Catch by Lauren H. May. When I showed you guys my TBR, I forgot to share this trilogy, which is also on there. I just got it. I think that's why it wasn't on my TBR. But I got this series. I don't know what the name of the series is called, but it's 3 books by Lauren H. May. We have The Catch, which I just started, so I'm like on page 1. This book is about Katya, who finds herself slowly falling for Josh Rideout, but she is just like, no, I shouldn't. What's the catch? But then they end up on the same vacation together and things just happen, you know? So I'm excited to read it. What drew me into reading and putting these books on my TBR was the covers. So I'm currently starting The Catch. And then we have The Exception and The Rule. Like, look at how, these covers are so pretty. I literally just got them in the mail like 2 days ago. So I'm going to read the first one. I'm not going to necessarily continue the series right now, but I did want to at least start it. Should I be finishing other series that I started? Yes. But I really want to, make a dent. So I'm going to be reading this one and then probably reading and trying to finish other series. But for now, we are reading this one. So yeah, that's what's going on. Honestly, this reading vlog is going well. This book was so good that I'm like, ooh, I'm in the reading mood, babes. So now I'm going to read The Catch. Yeah, and it says, there's always a catch and she's going to find it. Yo. This is kind of giving summer, so I'm glad I'm actually going to read it and finish it because summer's gone, babe. We're in fall. So I feel like I'm also going to finish my summer books and stuff like that to then get into the fall cozy vibes. So I'm excited to read this one. But I very much enjoyed this book. 10 out of 10, 5 stars. Enjoyed it. And I read it so quick. I feel like listened to it. I think it took a couple hours, I think. I have no idea. I was just in it and working. Okay. Anyways, now we're on to book 2, The Catch. I'm at chapter 6. And if they're together here, what is this? Huh? What? Interesting. I find that they're together very quickly. Like, I feel like I blinked and they're making out. And I'm like, oh. I think it's because I'm just so used to a slow burn or, and they just, wow. And we're just 6 chapters in. So I don't know what the rest of this is going to be. But we're going through it, I guess. I'm kind of going back and forth between reading it physically and audiobook because I'm still doing some work. So when I take a break, I'm like reading physically. And then when I need to do something on the computer, I listen to the audiobook. But I'm a little bit like, what's the rest of you know what I mean? Anyways, I shall continue reading. I also have my Baby Yoda bookmark. Look how cute he is. I actually recently got a Baby Yoda poster from the dollar store, actually. So hopefully I'll frame it and put it somewhere in my house. I'm not quite sure where, but anyways. We're reading, baby. Oh, I missed reading like this. I just feel like I haven't had the time, but I'm making the time. And we got some goals, and I've just been in the reading mood, and I love it. I'm in my little reading corner, and I wanted to give you guys an update. I am way more than, I'm like 3/4 through the book, and tell me how I find they're going very quickly. Like, he wants her to move in and then be dating for like 5 months. Like, I find this relationship a little too quick for me. But why am I liking them fighting more than them together? Which probably shows that, like, they're going too quick in my eyes. But I think Katya, the main woman character, is realizing that they're going a little too quick, or he's going a little too quick. So that is kind of a little bit like, meh. But it is still a quick read. I feel like I've been, listening to the audiobook, but then going physical. So yeah, I don't know how many chapters there is. So there's about 400 something pages, and there's about 38 chapters, and I'm on chapter 23. So we still have a good amount of chapters, but there's not as much pages left. I'm like on the fence, like, I just feel like they're going so quick. Like, slow down. Get to know each other. Why you want to move in so fast? But I honestly get it, though, because they are a little bit long distance. But still, I find like they're going quick. Like, we were in chapter 6 and they were already together, kind of. And I was like, oh. Maybe it's because I like slow burns a little bit more. I don't know. Anyways, I shall continue reading. Listen to this. He said, okay then, Kat, what's the plan? I told you we could go at your pace, but you gotta tell me what the pace is. Throw me a bone here. Are you heading where I think we are, or are you wasting my time? I don't know. I just feel like he went from all sweet lovey-dovey to like, you wasting my time. We need to move in together. You going too quick. You're overwhelming me. Like, sir, give her some space to breathe. You're going too quick. And if you love her like you say you do, give her some damn space. Goddamn. Why is figuring out a waste of time? Well said. Ooh, she said, okay, wait. Why do I like them bickering more than together? You have somewhere else you need to be? You can't wait and see what happens? So what were we doing here? Just seeing what happens? That's not all. Why do I like them fighting more than them together? It's funny. And they keep like comparing to their exes to each other. Like, he keeps on bringing up his ex-wife, and she keeps on bringing up her ex. So I'm like, are y'all good? Because I think y'all need to work on that, on the trauma of your past relationships. But whatever. I'm a little bit torn because even her friends are kind of like pushing for her to like move further in the relationship. But I feel like everyone's looking over the fact that like she feels like they're going too quick. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like they're more like, oh, don't let this relationship go. Like, it doesn't need to end. We just don't need to go this quick. So, like, now Josh is, like, moping around. And, like, I don't feel bad for him. I'm so sorry. I don't know, babes. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. I'm torn. I'm torn. Anyways. Oh, he picked up the phone, contemplating calling her and apologizing for the way he reacted. Okay, because I didn't really like the way he reacted like that. But I don't know. I'm about to eat dinner, but I wanted to give you guys an update. I finished the book Catch by Lauren H. May. I gave it a 5 out of 10. It ended up pretty cute and I liked the ending, but I feel like I didn't really fall in love with the way they fell in love. I felt like it was super quick and then they were fighting a lot and then they made up and I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, I gave it a 5 out of 10. Now I'm going to start First Comes Like by Eillish. I found that book at the thrift store and I loved Partners in Crime by her. So I decided to start it. This book is about this influencer who ends up actually being catfished by an actor and then they end up fake dating, I think. So I'm going to be starting that book. But yeah, I've been really in the reading mood, loving it. But yeah, I gave The Catch 5 out of 10, and then I'm starting First Comes Like. So that's where we're at. Hey guys, so it's a little while later. I am reading First Comes Like by Eillish. I've been going between audiobook and physical. I have been using the library app when it comes to the audiobook of this book for free. So whenever I can't hold physically the book, then I use the audiobook. And I spent a couple chapters just reading it physically in bed. I really like it so far. It's giving influencer, fake dating vibes, and I love it. And it's juicy, it's interesting. I like it. I like the vibes. And yeah, it's been going pretty quick, actually. I'm at chapter 9, and there's like 30 chapters. So we're basically a third way through the book. But yeah, I'm gonna continue reading this. So far we've made like a 3-book dent. So that's pretty cool and I'm proud. But I'm gonna probably continue reading this and I'll catch you guys later. Bye. Hey guys, it is the next day. I finished First Comes Like by Eillish. I really enjoyed it. By the end, I felt it was a little long. Like, this book could have been maybe like 100 pages shorter in my opinion, but I still really liked it. Gave it a 7 out of 10. I loved the trope, going from catfish to fake dating to fake marriage / real marriage. Loved it. Ate it up. And it was still a pretty quick read. I think I took like 4 hours to read this book. So yeah, and this book is like almost 500 pages, 414. So really liked it. Loved her book. Another thing that I realized is this is the 3rd book in a series. I didn't know. The first one is called The Right Swipe, and then the second one is called Girl Gone Viral, which is right here. So I added it to my TBR. So I feel like I'm taking books off, but then I'm adding them, and I feel like the list is never getting smaller. But I found the audiobooks for those books free on the library app, so I will be reading them soon and just finishing this series. That is 3 books down and off my TBR. I think we're at like 23 books left to read out of like, I think my TBR was at like 50 books so far. But we've made a dent. I have 16 books left on my library physical books. I have 7 books digitally. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. You will probably see a part 2, 3, or 4 of me trying to make a dent in my TBR. The goal is finishing this TBR by the end of October. And there's so many series that I want to start, finish. Like I want to finish the Bridgerton series. I want to start the Premise of Power series and the Inheritance Games, Hooky. And then I also want to finish the series that this book is in. So yeah, we also have some dark romances that I want to dabble in. And then I kind of have another second TBR forming for the rest of the year. So we love it. So yeah, we love books and we love the vibes. We love the reading vibes. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what other book content you guys want to see from me, if it's other challenges, content. But I do have a lot of video ideas planned, so hopefully I can execute them. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in another video.